Hey you guys, welcome to today's reading. I truly hope this finds you well. I am personally feeling overwhelmed with the retrogrades, with the full moon, with the eclipse, with Pisces season. It's a lot. Let's ring our sound bowl and dive in. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, please guide this reading. Please let me be a clear channel for your divine love, wisdom, intelligence, and guidance. Help me to connect with the viewer and channel the messages that they need to hear at this time for the highest good of all. Yeah, I have attempted to record this video probably 20 times. Oh no. Exactly. Exactly. It's just, it's a lot. But retrogrades are meant to slow us down in order for us to find deeper alignment. For the viewer, please spirit a mantra for the viewer. Oh my gosh. Guess which mantra we got? I am aligned. I am aligned. I am aligned. I'm coming in with some downloads. The first one being that song again, Into the Ocean by Blue October, as well as Flotsam and Jetsam. I think that's how you say it. Both words actually happen to be in that song. I didn't realize it, but I was listening to it and then I was like, wait a second. So my subconscious picked up on it and kept channeling it through my head. And I knew it colloquially as like a phrase, but I didn't totally understand what it means. But it's something about like not looking your best, like looking kind of shabby, being in disrepair. It's also, I forget which one's which, but it's about a vessel, like a boat that has sunk, I think. And then one of the words, I forget which one. I want to say Jetson. Jetson? I don't even know if that's the word anymore. Flotsam and Jetson? So when you think of jettison, like to throw something or something to be like launched, but it's like basically debris or like stuff you throw overboard. Yeah, and I'm hearing the lyrics now. How can I keep up this breathing from that song, as well as I wish I were a normal boy that sank when I fell overboard. My ship would leave the country, but I'd rather swim ashore. Without a life vest, I'd be stuck again. Wish I was much more masculine. Maybe then I could learn to swim, like 14 miles away. Seeing the Ace of Wands there. So yeah, it does like that energy that I'm tapping into does feel overwhelmed, does feel kind of like it's giving self-sabotage. It's giving, yeah, someone being really hard on themselves, like seeing themselves as garbage is really what I'm getting. I was trying to find a different way, a way around that, but there's no way around that. And yeah, it's dark in here, and it's really helping me to be able to tap into this energy. There just feels to be so much psychic energy and noise. And I think I often do feel this way in Pisces season. Normally though, it's just like fatigue. But yeah, at night it feels like, oh, finally quiet. The Six of Pentacles has come out in every 20 of these attempts. So there that is. That's the Taurus moon that's about being grounded in your emotions, about having steady emotions. It can also be emotional repression. And I did learn today that the ribs hold emotions that are unexpressed, or at least that's the information I'm retaining from what I learned. And that feels like it could be significant. It definitely is for me. And I'm hearing the part of the song now that's like, into the ocean and it all, into the ocean and it all, into the ocean and it all, to the ocean and it all, which is kind of depressing. The Seven of Cups. This feels like I'm hearing self-aggrandizement, and this does feel like devil energy. And this is the after tarot, so it shows, this is Venus Scorpio as well. This feels like deluded thinking, or like being caught up in ego illusions and games. And you can see the snake is wrapped around his, well, maybe you can't see it, sorry. The snake is wrapped around his waist, and he's holding all these jewels, like he's stolen it from one of these cups. And I feel like I've never noticed this before. There's some like ghost-like figure in one of these cups, and she's out, I don't know why I said she, but yeah, she's outlined in red. And it's almost like, or it's a statue that someone's like covered up with a sheet. Like, I don't want to see that, but it's outlined in red as if like this is where you were supposed to go, or this person was supposed to go. There was some sort of, I'm hearing timeless unraveling. Secrets from the past that seed your future. It's like the harder path. The lights just turned on when I said the harder path. It makes me think of Virgo energy. The Hermit card did come out again in all 20 of my attempts today. And maybe 20 Judgment energy is significant. 7-11 there. This feels like a toxic magician as well, because there's normally a figure 8 on the magician's belt, and there kind of is one here, but it's a snake. And it feels significant too that it's not a snake eating its tail, like it's not the Ouroboros. The cycle is now complete. This is like a toxic, skewed karmic cycle that is based around avoiding one's own depth. And there's some like greed energy here. Wow, Scorpio energy is really strong. We have the Death card, Major Arcana coming out. So yeah, there's some massive cycles here closing out. The sun is really calling to me though in this Death card, and it does, there is some sort of cycle that is complete. It's something about you needing to leave in order for a cycle to complete. This Death card is really quite tragic and graphic. It's like You Were the Sun. Yeah, Sun to Me by Zach Bryan. I think that's the song where one of the lyrics is like, the worst thing you ever did was to see the best in me. Yeah, that's really pulling on my heartstrings. It's like, it's also calling to mind, like, you can't hurt a divine feminine energy without also injuring yourself. And I'm getting like at magnitude, like tenfold. Yeah, it's a lot of dark themes, very fitting for the darkness. But specifically, it's like someone's inner child was sacrificed for ego games. Wow. The Empress. Divine Feminine. More Taurus energy. Oh, there's a light. And look at how the light is back here. I don't have to reach forward. I have to hold it closer to my face, which is Aries energy. Scorpio and Taurus are opposing signs. Venus and Pluto. Feels like learning to love the furthest, the darkest parts of yourself, the parts of yourself that are foreign to you. This is healing. This is abundance. This is sitting with your pain and reaping the rewards. This is healing. I heard this is everything. The Eight of Swords. This was also coming out a lot. This is about being trapped, but there's someone here that's saving this woman from being trapped. But it's making me think about how you have to let the baby chick peck its way out of its own shell in order to gain the strength it needs in order to fly. It's like helping someone can sometimes actually be hurting them, even if the intention is pure. And this is when Tower moments come in to realign through destruction, through interruptions. This is what the retrogrades also provide. There's something here too. We start with a 7, we end with an 8, and the Death and the Empress is in between. It's like you might be, it's like giving me the energy of, I just left you 10 minutes ago. How did you go through all that? Like, you know, it's like, it's giving Alice in Wonderland energy. It's giving time bending. Someone could be taking up a meditation practice. This is transformation of the feminine. Her wand being so short and stunted is bothering me though. It's like, where's the rest of it? There could be lopsided feminine energy too, maybe toxic feminine energy specifically that's being healed or that feels trapped, maybe is tied in with these energies of greed. It's like, yeah, because we're greedy when we feel empty, when we feel separated from mother, separated from earth, separated from the whole, from source. And the Empress is abundance. It's like learning how to lead with healthy feminine energy, which is kind but not nice. It is power, not strength. And that comes as well from, the healthy feminine expression can only come when supported at the base, at the root, with healthy masculine energy, which feels like having enough space to rest. There's the card of rest with the Four of Swords. This is also Libra in Jupiter. It's something about giving a relationship space in order to grow. There's also something here potentially about role reversals, masculine and feminine, because there's a feminine approaching this man in the Four of Swords with a flower, and it feels like Snow White. No, is it Snow White or Sleeping Beauty? Sleeping Beauty, where she needs that kiss from true love in order to, wow, wake up. Wow, wow. So the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, and I didn't realize the Five of Wands is behind it. Oh my God, it's so dark in here. I love it. It doesn't feel that dark, but in the monitor it looks really dark. So we have 3-3 and 4-4. And it's like neither can be complete without the other. I like how the Four of Wands, which is Venus in Aries, is right underneath the Empress, another Venus energy. And then we have Mars in Capricorn. And I heard together at last. And I like how, because this is the after tarot, the Five of Wands is actually not conflict. It's like you've fought already, you've got it out of your system. It's after the fight when it's just kind of like, yeah, calm. And what's really coming through, what I'm trying to spit out, is like you've expelled all of that excess anger energy, all that excess like inflamed energy has been spent, and now you're just kind of left with the raw truth and needing to look into each other's eyes and to connect. And it's these two wands look crossed here, and it's making me think that the fight was never necessary. It was just a matter of making some sort of decision. And with the Two of Cups at the bottom, it's like choosing peace, choosing to be aligned with relationship. And that doesn't mean, I'm not going to quantify it. I heard healthy masculine energy. And the devil, here comes the devil. The devil's in the details, but not anymore. I said not anymore because Virgo is the south node now. So it's like what we're moving away from. And it feels like now the devil is in figuring out what you're still attached to karmically, what is still holding you back from being able to rest, from being able to cultivate healthy, healing relationships. And that includes with yourself. And with this snake energy as well, because there's another snake in the devil, and it's like coiled up and looking at these two, this masculine and feminine energy here that are chained together, seemingly chained to the world, I heard. And I'm hearing dharmic expression. The Ace of Cups. And I heard divine grace. That was the Knight of Wands there. 10 of Cups, Pentacles at the bottom. Wow. The 10 of Wands. And with the Ace of Cups, it's like, yeah, and the Dove, like they're both moving towards the devil. It's something about offering the darkest parts of yourself grace, extending a helping hand to the parts of yourself that I'm hearing are long forgotten, long suffering. It feels too like there's a part of you, and this feels like the masculine that's been fighting and fighting and fighting and struggling and struggling. And so has the feminine, but it's something about the masculine just needing to know when to quit, when to sit down, when to get grounded, when to put all the excess wands away. And that ties back into this 5 of Wands, competition, challenges, Leo energy. Is it Leo? I'm thinking of the 7 of Wands. Could still be Leo. Excess pride, excess heat. It's like too much heat in the body, too much rajasic energy. There's a need for, like cooling water, which is funny because we're in Pisces season, like we're surrounded by the water, but it's like we're swimming against the current. We're getting too hot, too flustered. It's like we're so sensitive to each other and we're blaming each other, pointing fingers. It's like already feeling like Aries season because as the temperatures are rising and spring is coming, it's like this excitement. And yeah, that like psychic sensitivity of Pisces. It's like people getting rubbed the wrong way. King of Cups, yeah, it's like an abundance of sensitivity, but it feels like too much fire. Interesting too that the Devil's wand is on fire. He is the light bringer. Oh my God, Lucifer. That's crazy, which means light bringer. Yeah, it's something about like sometimes the devil is the one that's guiding you. Like he does have lessons to teach. And I channeled a long time ago, like who said the devil doesn't work for God? Yeah, there's the Ace of Wands. One more wand. And I heard, but this time with control. Something about learning how to not spread yourself too thin. Knowing where your spirit is needed. Knowing when to hold on and when to let go. 9 of Cups at the bottom. I am aligned. Every time I've gone silent in this reading, it's because I'm trying to remember the part of the song that I've been singing all day in all 20 of these readings. And so again, it's that same energy of old habits dying hard, of trying to force, trying to get back to where you were, which is resistance to where you are. Acceptance is what the 5 of Wands in this deck feels like because of the imagery. There's only one guy standing in the 5 of Wands too. Everyone else is sitting down. Red is really standing out to me in every one of these cards, and red is the most attractive color. For the viewer, please, Spirit. Keep hearing Flotsam and Jetsam again. It's like feeling useless, feeling used. I'm just realizing maybe this isn't a video that anyone wants to watch. Or not anyone. Because I know my guys, I was going to say, will watch it. And that's all that really matters, right? The Mystic at the bottom. And the Lover is what came out. Number 17. Swans mate for life. And then as I said that, the Shadow card popped out. And what came with it? Anima Mundi. Holy moly. am feeling a little anxious now. Oh, I just turned to the Lovers. I went right by it. It feels like that Seven of Cups energy again. It's like I'm hearing toxic attachment. Oh, look, number 20. Okay. This might be the last card I do because I'm starting to feel a little nauseous. I guess you can't see this, huh? It says, pulsing through the heart of the lover is gratitude. The lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The lover lingers in foreplay, aroused not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. I love how reveling in the glorious details turns that the devil's in the details on its head. When light, connection, expansion, devotion, awe. When dark, indulgence, attachment, obsession. Exactly. When you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you'll feel the lover within you awaken. It is common to seek the lover in another. The true gift is finding the lover in yourself. The lover archetype is present everywhere, not just where conventional forms of pleasure and beauty are found. The lover's awe is unconditional. Yeah, the Empress, the 10 of Wands with the 4 of Wands feels like walking through your front door, coming home, taking your bag, like setting a heavy bag down, breathing out. It's like relief so that you can begin again. Begin again. Yeah, there's the Hermit. 9-9. I am aligned. I like how the 10 of Wands is right next to the Ace of Wands. It's also something about the quality of this Empress energy forces the masculine to recognize all that he's been holding on to, all the debris. There's a real cleaning out energy. I'm not sure where to go next. We're going here even though I'm scared that it won't be worth it. That feels like a channeled message. My throat just tried to close up, so I think it was. And that's the moon. I am aligned. I am aligned. I am aligned. It's like once you're aligned, you don't have to worry about the details. You can just enjoy them. You've got the space to do so. And while there is this heavy energy, this awareness of the darkness of the past, there also is 2 aces. 3 major arcana here. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the 4 of Wands, the Empress. Like there's really gifts abound with the 9 of Cups for the viewer. North Node, destiny and challenges. The North Node is in Pisces right now. And I just keep hearing, into the ocean, and it all, into the ocean, and it all. Here is that Aries energy I was talking about when I said I have to bring it closer to my face. And it says, this is the house of self and identity. Here's where we can see one's personality, behavior, character, physical appearance, as well as their attitude towards life. It starts with a sign known as the ascendant, and the mantra is I am. And that's associated with Aries energy as well as Mars. So someone could be transforming physically. And now we have Vesta with devotion. Let's read that from the book because that ties in nicely with the Lover. Ooh, we have Jupiter with expansion, gratitude, morality, and enlightenment. Sagittarius and Pisces energy. Oof, I turned right to it. Does not feel good. Okay. It says, ruled by Virgo and Scorpio. Keywords, devotion, virginity, purity, conceiving, focus, fire, spirituality, and sexual freedom or repression. The main significance behind the Vesta archetype is the hearth, which is the place where a fire is maintained. The word hearth in Latin translates to focus. Therefore, we can see this asteroid, we can see through this asteroid the passion burning inside each one of us, which makes us devoted to accomplishing the things that ignite that fire from within. This fire contains the spark of creation and conception we all have. The energy of Vesta is related to the fertilizing power of the divine feminine. Vesta, as the ruler of Virgo, brings focus and dedication. The Virgo-Scorpio duality is in Vesta reflects the purification of Virgo, the virgin, and the powerful sexual energy drive of Scorpio that starts the process of life or creation. Therefore, strong Vesta placement suggests sexual encounters in transcendental and healing connotations. Well-located Vesta placements are directly connected to the divine feminine for both women and men, which means they are able to connect instantly with their partner's needs. Difficult Vesta placements, on the other hand, tend to be manifested by seeing sexual interactions as a sin or leaving the native with a sense of guilt or dissatisfaction. Oof. Big energies, but that ties in with that Eight of Swords card that I was talking about, like when helping someone is sometimes hurting them. Feels significant. And I'm getting to, it's something about the Lover in you needing the Devil to balance out for protection. Let's get a Woodland Warden, and then I really am going to call it a day. Yeah, it is 33 on the clock. I think it's now, 33. For the viewer. Something about surrender with those lyrics that I'm still hearing, into the ocean, end it all. It's like allowing yourself to yield to your pain, but also to the full breadth of your emotion, to allow yourself to dissolve and expand. Wow. Number 4. The Frog and Lotus Metamorphosis, Divine Masculine Energy. Wait, why did I go that far? Or is that 5? I mean, that's 6, actually. Yeah, okay. Okay, it says, this card reminds us that change is natural, rebirth is possible, and a healing balance can be achieved. The frog, developing as it does from a tiny tadpole, symbolizes transformation. The lotus flower, too, symbolizes rebirth, unfurling even amid murky waters. Going through such a change can be difficult and a struggle, but the resulting metamorphosis opens us to growth, self-acceptance, and happiness. Consider what in your life needs changing and think about the steps you can take to achieve that change. You owe it to yourself to allow your own growth and rebirth. Yeah. So that ties in nicely with that Scorpio energy and that death card. I still don't feel complete, but I still do feel sick. So I'm going to go ground this energy, and let's ring the sound bowl to finish this